Hi everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen. I wanted to do a video for anybody out there who is going through something. I had a comment, thank you so much for your comment, from somebody who said, thank you, going through some stuff. And I was like, oh, well, I can talk more about that. Like, do you want me to talk about more about what to do when you're going through some stuff? Okay, are you going through some stuff? Let's talk. So these are things that I have been through some stuff. I'll just leave it there. Just trust me. And I know, like, I'm a beautiful queen that you'd be like, what? But like, yeah, I have. And here are some things that if I could go back to that time, that I would seriously do. And that I still challenge myself to do now. Because the truth is about life, I want to tell you something. If you're going through some stuff, that life is never going to be like completely perfect. Like, and I don't even like it when people say that. So I'm sorry if you don't like it either. But it's more like there is a positive to it, which is that life is like a video game. It really is, because you really do up level at certain points if you learn lessons. And I find getting your energy cleared is a really big part of that. For me now, my lifestyle and helping my clients, it's like, well, if you get your energy cleared, you can up level really fast and not surpass lessons. But when you get your energy cleared, your soul naturally learns a lot of things. So up leveling is so rewarding for you. So if you're in a place where you're going through some stuff, it means that you're going through something so that you can get somewhere else. And when you get to that somewhere else, you will look back on where you were and you will feel this sense of joy and satisfaction, and it will be awesome. And then from there, there's going to be another level. And then from there, there's going to be another level and another level and another level. And the reason why we keep going up and going up is because we're never completely 100% in heaven here on earth. And what we're looking for is the experience of heaven. The experience of heaven, you guys, is having only positive energy inside of you, which only can create positive things in your reality outside of you. In heaven, I've seen there are a lot of different levels and layers and places, and they're all beautiful and they're all different and they're all expressions of positivity, because when you die, all the negative energy inside of you is released and you come back to your natural state, which is positive energy. And so in heaven, it can only be beauty, it can only be positive, and that's what we always want to feel. And it's very wonderful, very satisfying, and everything you're looking for here on earth. And the cool thing about positivity too is that you might be like, well, wouldn't that get boring? It doesn't, because positivity is completely endless. There's no limit. So you can build and build and get more and more and more and more and more. And like, you can do that even in heaven. It's like, it just gets more and more and more positive. And the ways that it expresses itself are so, oh my God, I just like, oh my God, I'm gonna oh, it's just so beautiful. Things that we've never seen, that we only see glimpses and reflections of here in life. The beauty that we see here in life is just like a glimpse of the beauty in heaven. So it's so joyful, it's so peaceful, so wonderful, all the good things. And so on earth, we want that. We want to feel that. You want to have the positivity all the time. You want to wake up and I'm in heaven, you know, everything's good and everything's cool. But on earth, we can have negative energies inside of us that reflect negative things. And we do learn a lot of lessons, and we're learning to see through the illusions that seem real and, you know, overcome things. And there's a satisfaction in that for us to, you know, to, again, move up a level and be like, I'm here and I'm not there anymore. That's pretty cool. And then I move up again and I go, well, look, I've gone even further and I'm not there anymore. And oh, I learned this new thing. And every day you learn, and every day you're like moving up toward heaven, basically, the state of being in heaven on earth. And getting your energy cleared, by the way, is bringing you faster back into the natural state of who you are, which creates a more positive life, the experience closer of heaven on earth, more quickly, because the clearer your energy gets, the more positive your reality will get. And the work I do with clearing energy does that. I dissolve negative energy in layers, like a facial for your soul, and it can make such a big difference in your life and the way you look, the radiance, even of how I look, for example. Like, that's not just because I went to Sephora today, you know what I mean? Which I did, but it's an inner radiance that I find in your eyes. That's where you see it the most, and there's a beauty and a clarity. And so if you're looking to be more beautiful, that's another tip I have, is like clear energy. So I'm going to tell you more about how do you do some things to have clear energy, and how do you do some things that help you out when you're in a negative place and you want to get into a positive place. And that's even a positive I want to tell you, if you're feeling like you're in a negative place, to not like it. The worst thing that you could do in a negative place is to be like, whatever, whatever. I'm not going to even, whatever. If you're uncomfortable there, that means that there's something that's going to match better for who you really are. It means that who you really are is you would feel more comfortable in a more positive situation. So that's already a good thing. Don't feel bad about yourself. And I don't know why I feel like saying this also is like the reason some people commit suicide even is because they just want to not feel that negative energy anymore. They want that release to die and let it go. They don't want to feel that, but you can have that experience here on earth. You don't have to die to get that experience. And some of these tips, again, will help with that. Negative energy is not in you permanently. It is not in you permanently. And I'm going to link a video in the description all about negative energy, and that will help explain that that's not actually the threat that you think it is, and you don't have to do something drastic to relieve yourself from that. So if you're feeling like you need help, tell somebody and get the help, because that's really important. Don't keep it to yourself. But also, I would recommend watching that so that you understand, even if you're not like in a lot of danger and it's urgent right now, but like if you have those kind of feelings and thoughts, like I want you to understand what negative energy actually is and how it's not in charge of you the way that you think it is. And it's not as hard to get rid of as you might think. Okay? So I really want to say that. Don't feel bad about yourself if you're feeling that low. I've been there. Like, I'm not going to cry, but like I've definitely been there. Okay. Challenge negative beliefs. That's my first tip, because energies are beliefs. That's what energies are. Negative energies are negative beliefs. Positive energies are positive beliefs. How they get in you is the beliefs that you choose. So if you choose a negative belief, that's a negative energy that comes in you, right? And then now it will create something negative in your life. So your beliefs are something that you're in charge of. So essentially you're in charge of the energies that come into you, and a lot of things that actually show up because of that. So give yourself a pat on the back for being powerful the way that God made you, because that's the truth. You're very powerful. You don't have to do everything yourself, by the way, either. God, it's very important to lean on the bigger picture. I have to do that every single day. But challenge negative beliefs, because those are the negative energies that you're feeling, that are making you feel down, and that are causing the things that you don't want in your life. They can only be inside you while you currently believe the negative beliefs. So if you start challenging negative beliefs, then you can get them out of you faster. Because if you don't believe that anymore, it has to leave, and then they will literally come out of you like that. So challenge them. I encourage people to write a list of why this negative belief is not true. Write down the negative belief and then 10 reasons beneath it why it's not actually true. Start to just loosen them up. Whatever the negative belief is. I'm not good enough. No one likes me. I don't have enough money. Like, write it down, and then write down 10 reasons why it's not actually true. Because negative beliefs in the bigger picture are never actually true. That's why they can come out of you. They're lies, they're illusions every single time. So challenge them. Just start to do it right now with me. Like, think of one, even do it in your head right now. Like, okay, what's a negative belief that I have? Why do I feel so low right now? Well, maybe nobody likes me. Okay, well, I want you to come up with some reasons why that's not true. It's a negative belief, so it can't actually be true. So how is it true that people actually do like you? Can you think of some people in your past that liked you? Then you must be likable if they liked you. Can you think of somebody in your life, even if they're not the coolest person, but they like you? Or did they ever run into someone on the street and they were surprised to see you, but they were happily surprised? They were like, oh, hi. Okay, well, they liked you. It could also be like, does it matter if people like me? You know? Look at how delightful Jaya is. I've been so bullied in my life. People have been really mean to me, right? I know now that I didn't deserve it, but at the time, I didn't. And do people's opinions of you really define you at all? And if they have a problem with you, well, then talk to God. He made you, right? Like, you're his idea, along with mountains and trees and the whole fucking planet. I think you're pretty badass. I think that you're very likable, okay? So that's an example, okay? Start to challenge negative beliefs. You're gonna find evidence that they're not actually true. Negative beliefs like to be like all or nothing. They like to be like, no, it's just this way. But you'll start to, if you actually question it and challenge it, you're gonna be like, oh, wait, it's not actually, that's not actually the truth though, if you think about it, right? So they want you to accept them at face value. They want you to just be like, this is bad and that's the end of the story. They want you to do that. Because when you do that, they get to stay inside of you. Living rent-free, you know, blocking your light. We're in a true battle of good versus evil here, you know, like we gotta just stand up. And the crazy part of the battle is that it's not even a battle because good already won, right? Jesus already resurrected. He defeated all the negative energy. Yeah, it's all just illusions now. So look at the negative things that you're believing. They have to be an illusion. Challenge them, and you will find that that's true. Whenever you're taking a negative belief at face value, question it, and just see what happens. I guarantee you, you're going to see gaps in the logic. The more you see it, the less you believe it, and the more that negative energy comes out of you, and your life will get better. Okay. I've been talking to a client about this one. Number 2 is flip negatives into positives. So if you're experiencing something negative, I had a client who was telling me, or right now I have a client who was telling me, you know, stuff about feeling just not good, and just feeling like, yeah, just that feeling I think that a lot of us feel is just like, I'm frustrated with myself, right? I'll be honest, I feel that a lot too. I'm human. It's like, oh, why can't I just be superhuman, you know, and do all the things I want to do? But the thing about these things in life that feel negative is that negative and positive really are like flip sides to a coin. Like for every negative, you can find a positive in it. Like you can literally flip it. So whatever the negative is, even if it's like, I want to kill myself, you know, the positive in that is that I deserve better than this and I want to feel better. That's positive, actually. And I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm saying that the desire to feel better is actually positive. So even in the darkest scenario, you can find there's something positive inside of that can encourage you. And what if in every negative situation you're feeling right now, no matter what it is, you can do that, flip. Okay, I feel negative about this, but what's the positive? Even if it's something like I'm not being respected at work. Well, the positive is that's there is that you know that you deserve respect. That's a good thing, right? You believe that you deserve respect. You don't get disrespected and go like, oh, yeah, whatever. You know, you know that you have value. See how that's actually really positive? So you can take anything negative that's going on and you can flip it and find something positive in it. And I encourage you to do that. That'll make you feel much better, and focus on that instead. And that will help lead you into finding a solution, right? If I, for example, don't feel respected at work, it means I know I deserve respect. Then how can I find ways to respect myself, or get into a scenario where I feel respected, or speak up for myself, or do something? Or, it's like when you focus on the positive, you start to get more things to do. It's like ways to solve the problem. Instead of being focused on the problem, you're focused on solving the problem when you get into the positive. And Einstein has an amazing quote that I love that says, problems can't be solved at the same level of thinking that created them. That means that when you're focusing on the negative aspect of something, you're not in the solution zone, which is the positive. So that quote is about what I'm talking about here, right? So focus on the positive in the negative. And that's going to be the place where you're going to find the solutions to move forward and to do something different. And the third thing I'm going to tell you that I recommend you do is a fun one that, if you're feeling bad, is sometimes not easy to do, but it can help. And I've told my clients to do this time and again, and it always helps them, that you write down the positive version of your life right now. Even if everything's bad, I want you to write just the positive things. So it's like, write the story of what your life is like right now, but only say the good things. Make sense? Write that down and read that. And I want you to know that that's actually the truth of your life. Positivity is indestructible. Negativity is always an illusion. So have you ever gone through something, and I'm not saying that it doesn't mean that your life is perfect and everything's, but there are, negativity is just by nature illusions. So even if you think, like I mentioned, I was bullied, even when that was one of my lowest points, getting bullied and just being really depressed and feeling truly like no one liked me, even my family. And I just felt so alone. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. My family was concerned. I didn't want to go to school. I just felt like self-collapsing inside. I just I couldn't feel better, and looking back on that now, I see the illusions that were causing me pain. If I would have written the positive story of my life back then, it really would have helped, because there are a lot of positive things going on, even if you're in the most dark situation. For me, it would have been well, I'm 19 years old and I have my whole future ahead of me, and I am accepted into a university. I can go to school. I'm pretty smart. I actually got really good marks. There actually are some people who like me, and at least I can live at home rent free. And if I wrote and listed all the positive things, when I look back, that was actually the opportunity that I was in. It was actually the truth of my life. And all the negative stuff that was trying to distract me and tell me, no, everything's bad, and no, you should feel bad, and all of that, they really were illusions, because it was an illusion that I wasn't good enough. It was an illusion that I didn't have power. And it was an illusion that nobody liked me. It was an illusion even that the girl who bullied me really badly didn't like me. She wrote to me years later and was trying to talk to me. And I was like, you hate me. You ruined my life. Hated me. And it was no, she didn't actually. And so it's the things that you think are so negative always turn out to be an illusion. So it's really, really smart. I know it's not always easy, but if you do this for yourself right now, you're going to do yourself a huge favor, because you're going to see the opportunity that you are sitting in right now. The place where you are right now is filled with opportunities that you won't even have a year from now, potentially. The person that you are right now is younger, is brighter, is, a lot of things that you won't be in 50 years. So you got to see where you are and really embrace that, and really see that bright side, that positive side of your life, because that is the truth. And again, negative energy doesn't want you to see that, doesn't want you to do this exercise, doesn't want you to listen to me. or subscribe to me to get more of my videos, which you should. It doesn't want any of that because it doesn't want you to bring your light into the world. And that is the point. That is the point. So if you're going through, to summarize, a hard time, you're going through some stuff, I want you to try these out. And I want you to believe in yourself, and I want you to give yourself a chance. Because trust me, if you are on this earth, if you are here, it is for a reason. And value your time and value your life. And don't give up, because someday you will have to leave. Someday it will be your last day. But while you're here, you need to fight. You need to know that you're not alone also. You need to lean on the bigger picture. You need to know that you're supported. You're so, so supported. And I love praying every day to my guardian angel and asking just for protection. You know, it's so simple, but your angels are so real. And when you start communicating with the energy world around you, that, you know, you'll get signs, you will get confirmation, and you will know that you're not alone. And you don't have to worry about getting, you know, that relief from negative energy. We're not meant to like choose when we leave here. Just like we don't, like we just kind of come here, we kind of go. And we have to really trust God with those decisions. And so if you're here, trust that you are meant to be here, appreciate that you're here, appreciate the version of you that you are today. You're constantly going to be evolving, and know that someday you will be in heaven and you will look back on all the growth that your soul went through, and you will be so grateful that you did that. And again, you are supported by a team of angels, and God is with you. And really lean on that support, that love that is truly there for you. And you just have to choose to connect with it. And yeah, for me, connecting with Jesus even more the past couple days for me has been really transformative. It feels like coming home, you know, and you don't have to die to have that feeling. You don't have to die, right, to come back to that energy. And trust that if you're here, then, well, you got something to do. So I encourage you to do it. If you want to know more about my work and getting clear energy, that's what I help people to do. You can book a free 20-minute consult with me. My link will be in the description. And I encourage you also to watch the other video I mentioned on negative energy, explaining more in detail about what that is. But I just kind of wanted to give this video to you from my heart. Like, I know that I know what it's like to go through stuff, and one of the beauties of going through it and getting through it is being able to turn around and help people, and you're going to be one of those people one day. Just know it. So thank you so much for watching. Keep believing in yourself, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.